it's Naya. Welcome back to Naya's House. Hello everybody. I am back for a little reading update. I know it's been a few days. I apologize. I took an unexpected trip back home. Homesickness got to me like at the beginning of March and I was like, you know what? I just need to go home for a few days. So I flew back to Hawaii, visited my family, my mom, got hella tan. Yeah, I'm just, you know, back to normal. I just, you know, homesickness is like a different kind of like sadness slash nostalgia, and it was just, I don't know, it's always in the winter time that it just hits me. I have been reading books, okay? Don't think I just disappeared for 9 days and wasn't reading anything, because girl, I am like in the middle of 3 books right now. I am so excited, okay, because I started books that I wasn't intending on starting. You know, long plane rides, just, they bring the books, they don't bring books to you, but like they make you read more. Okay, the first book we need to talk about that I currently only have 25 pages left of because it's a novella and it's only 75 pages, and I don't know why Offie does this to me. Shadow Me came out March 4th, and you better believe I downloaded it on my phone as soon as it came out at midnight. Okay, okay, so for anyone who's new, I am a die-hard Shadow Me fan. It's one of my favorite books of all times. I have a little favorites video of all my favorite books, but it is the book for me, okay? The book that changed my life. So yeah, Shatter Me is like, you know, Offie just released her newest novella, which is book 4.5, right? It's a novella that takes place during the events of Restore Me, which is the 4th book in the series, and we still got 2 more books to go. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Defy Me. Okay, we're getting off track here. But yeah, so Shadow Me, what can I say about this that's not spoilery? Okay, so it's from a character's perspective, Kenji. Hopefully that's not spoilery, but yeah, it's from Kenji's perspective, who is one of my favorite characters in the entire series. Like, I honestly, reading this novella from him, I wish we could just get a whole book from his perspective, because he's such a funny character, and it's so interesting to see what's going on in his head, because he's definitely that character in the series. Don't worry, this is not spoilery, but he's that very like jokestery, funny character that's always there to lighten the mood, always there taking care of other people. And you know, I was always really worried about Kenji, you know, because he's just that person who's always there for other people, and there's no one ever there for him, really. And we kind of get to see that other side to him, that lonelier side to him. Oh my god, Kenji is just my love, my life. Like I said, I think there's like 73 pages in the book, so yeah, I only got 25 pages left, and then I'm just gonna have to like crawl into a hole and cry until the next book comes out. Okay, so I could talk about Shadow Me forever, but on to the next book, because that one's just gonna make me emotional. The next book I started because of all of your guys' comments telling me that this book, you gotta read it now, Naya, and as always, you guys have not failed me. Every time you guys recommend me a book, it's just, I'm always blown away and absolutely love it. Nevernight, God's Grave. I'm still thinking about Nevernight, okay? I'm still thinking about it. It's amazing. You guys never fail me, so thank you. But I started reading this little, not so little book, The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I just hauled this book in my previous book haul, which I'll put up here if you guys want to check out. But yeah, I was looking at it, and the more I looked at it, the more I was like, you know what? Just one chapter, just like 50 pages, okay? Currently 50 pages into it, and it is so good. It's told from multiple perspectives, and it's one of those books that starts off where we're following one character and then we jump to another viewpoint, and slowly the sort of storylines intersect a little bit. Like I said, I'm only 50 pages in, so I don't really know where it's going, but there's magic in this book, and I'm absolutely in love with Patrick's writing style. It's such a detailed world, and we're thrown into the world, but it's not confusing at all. He does an excellent job at describing everything. That's like the setting, the characters, and just like, it's a very I already know it's going to be a very complex fantasy world, but the author just makes it feel easy, and I love that. One of the main characters we're following, he's this kind of mysterious guy, and he runs a tavern, and he kind of has this past, and we still don't know what this past is, but we know it has to do with him having like bounced around to different towns and kind of run away from something. Like I said, I'm only 50 pages in, so I'm like trying to describe it with like the limited information I know. So far, I'm in love with it. I actually started the audiobook on the airplane ride back home home. So that's like how I started it. And then I just came back 2 days ago and started reading another 20 pages of the physical book, which I think I'm preferring reading it versus listening to it, again, because it's a fantasy book. But you guys are right, the audiobook is amazing, so I definitely recommend you check it out. The last book I'm reading, I know, I'm doing that thing where I'm just kind of like in a bunch of books right now. It's just, it's what happens in the springtime, okay? But before I left on my trip, I actually started The Opposite of Always, which is a book that I also hauled previously, right? It seems like forever ago, but no, The Opposite of Always was a book that I received by HarperCollins, and the cover and the storyline just like, I don't know, I was like feeling the contemporary vibe. I am only like, I think also 50 pages. Oh, I'm 86 pages into this book. Okay, I thought it was like 50 pages, but I'm apparently 86 pages into this book. But it's so good. If you guys remember, this book follows our main character, Jack, who falls in love with this girl named Kate, but she ends up dying, and it's kind of like a time traveler book where he goes back and time travels to the first moment they met, and gets to try and prevent her death. What's really cool is that the book already starts off with him being in the past, so he's already trying to prevent her death, and it kind of works backwards. So the timeline is all over the place, but it's so cool, and we get really short chapters in this book because we're jumping between different points of time. So if you like a book with short chapters, that's just really, it's so good. Like I said, I'm only 86 pages, but I'm really enjoying it, and slowly I'm learning more about Jack and Kate's relationship, and it's so sweet, and I want her to live, so I'm hoping he can figure out how to save her. That is all the books I am reading today. I am just, yeah, I'm gonna try and finish all of this by the end of this month. Shadow Me is definitely the first book that I plan on finishing, and then The Opposite of Always, and then I'm gonna dive back into the big boy. I'm actually thinking of doing a reading vlog for The Name of the Wind, since I'm only 50 pages into it, and it's such a big book, and I'm just really enjoying it. So yeah, if you guys want a reading vlog for this, let me know. Till next time, keep reading, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!